Capricorn, we're getting ready to do your reading, and in the pre-shuffle I saw something rather remarkable, and it fits with the astrology and the astrological currents going on right now. It is going to be, I think, a time in your life when you transition into something that isn't necessarily pleasant, but it is normal. And I'm going to go through that with you. This is a general reading for the collective Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If this does not resonate with you, please treat it like a dress at the store. You know, don't damage the dress. We're here doing free content for you. So please just be gracious and kind. If it's not your reading, please go to the playlist, or go to another YouTube channel and find a reading that really resonates with you. So what I'm seeing here for you, Capricorn, is that the Mystic of Peace. I do the oracle cards first. It helps me meditate on what's going on with you. The Mystic of Peace is a feminine energy coming into this reading for the month of March. I am peace. When my mind is clear, the way is clear. The Moonology, the mood, says, don't let your pride get in your way. Okay. The masculine energy is saying that no matter what happens to you this month, you are divinely protected, and you need to know that. You can be courageous, you can be spirited, you can step out there and take a risk and feel confident that you are divinely protected. There is a higher power looking over you this month. There are two ways that I see the month going for you, but they both include loss, and I will help you with that throughout the reading today. The good news is we haven't seen what the tarot cards have to say. When I'm in alignment with love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted, okay? So I feel as though most of you are going through something very unsettling. And that, sorry about that. My dog is like making lots of noise on the chair, digging. So we're going to look at this for you, Capricorn, and I'm going to put the basic reading down, and that will be the foundation of the reading. The clarifiers will actually tell the story and the details, and will show us the path for you in which you can find the best outcome for the energies at play this month. So here we go. We're going to put down your basic framework. I call this the foundation, okay? So the foundational cards are going to give us the sort of underlying message of what the energy, the oracle cards are telling us. All right, so at the bottom of the deck, we have two flippers here. You're going to need strength to move away from something or someone that is moving away from you. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now, for some of you, this will be a child going off to college. For others of you, this could be a parent with Alzheimer's, or somebody with whom you relied on for emotional support for a long time. For others of you, it may be a lover that you took for granted for many years, or this is vice versa, okay? So whatever's happening here, this could be vice versa, especially for the lover part, okay? It shows that you may have a lover that you leave behind because this person really took. There was no equal give and take. It really shows that for many of you, and it could be a friend, it could be a boss, it could be somebody that you gave and you gave and you gave to, and they never really reciprocated. They took your gifts, they placated you, they gave you compliments, they tried to appeal. Instead of really giving to you anything that you could count on, they counted on using sort of this emotional sort of, almost a lethargic way of just saying, oh, you're wonderful, oh, you're, sort of placating you, or trying to, I don't know, what do you call that when you give somebody compliments? To sort of schmooze you. into staying and feeling that you're being loved when actually it wasn't love. You know, it was, it met their needs, it served their needs because you were so beautiful. And it shows that your energy coming into this, you know, tapping into your higher power, that what you gave was so beautiful and gracious that they were a little bit like an emotional vampire. Now, obviously, if this is a parent with Alzheimer's, again, it's going to be very painful for you, but that is something that you can understand. You know, losing somebody who supported you, because these cards are about loss. In addition to the pre-shuffle, these cards speak to loss of a support system for you or another person. Either you're the support system and someone is losing you and they're reacting very badly to it. I would say that's the lover version of this story. They're really angry at you, you know, they want to put you on your defenses. They, you know, want to rattle your cage because you are taking away the honey, the milk and honey. You know, you are, for many of you, you will be walking away from a relationship that has, over your lifetime, been a bit of an illusion. We're in Pisces season now and retrograde Mercury, which is waking up to that. So it shows that you are going to need strength in this sort of separation. There is a very, almost a symbiotic union that you've had with somebody, good or bad. You know, a mother who nurtures us so beautifully that they are our best friend throughout our lives is, you know, a really big loss, right? What a beautiful gift. But those of you, here's a really cool thing. 99% of you already know what this is, and 99% of you are going to be most likely to experience this if you have a placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, at 20 to 29, 30 degrees of Capricorn. This is who is going to be most affected by this. For Capricorns born before the 9th or 10th of January, I'm sorry, before the 9th or 10th of January, we'll have already gone through this, okay? So we're going to look at the foundational work in this particular reading, and stick with me because I'm no longer summarizing at the end. This is a process, and, you know, we're going to do this so that, oh, here we go. It's messy. This reading is already messy. I can feel it, and I'm actually seeing cards that jumped out that were here in the pre-shuffle. And the card that was most obvious in the pre-shuffle was the Star card. The Star card's a beautiful card, right? Yeah, we see this. Star card's absolutely beautiful. I'm going to use these. I'm going to use these. Okay, so the Star card is what I saw in the pre-shuffle. And it was basically that somebody who has been counting on your star element, or, you know, you with someone else, but again, that would be more the loving version. If this is a lover, though, I feel as though you are being, you felt betrayed because you gave this person the best years of your life, maybe. Feeling as though you had a future with them. And the truth is that it looks as though somebody didn't get a divorce, because this is the opposite. Somebody should have taken an action to be just and fair to you. And you accepted the betrayal. You accepted that betrayal as just part of circumstances. It shows that you felt like this person was so important to your life, and that you had manifested them. They came into your life at a critical time when they helped you develop. They might have been a mentor or somebody who was connected to you. What they offered you at the time, early in the relationship, was something that you valued very highly, that it impacted your development and your success in life. You know, the cards are showing that they were more immature in terms of their effect on you and what they gave you. It shows essentially that you wanted this cup of love. You wanted it. You might have wanted this from a young age. It could be unrequited love with a lover who just never quite gave you what you wanted over a long period of time. It also, yep, here we go, Lover's card, okay? And Lover's card is about making choices. So what I'm getting here is that you really spent you had the equivalent of a marriage to this person for many of you. And after realizing or feeling as though you have a wake-up call, you realize this person was, they just took. They didn't give equally. They fed your ego. They gave you attention. They did things that looked like love. In fact, they probably loved you, but not in the way that had a deeply healing effect on you. This damaged you at some core level. Now, most of you stayed in this relationship willingly and happily, but what I'm seeing here is that, you are either losing this person through a health issue because you've been together for a long time. Again, and this could, like I said, it could be a parent or someone else. But what I'm seeing for as a primary message of this reading is that after giving somebody your best years, you are, because I had the Page of Swords, okay? And that's passionate commitment. I had the the Page of Wands, which was somebody who loved to have passion with you, who that made that a major element of your relationship. It was really good and really rewarding. Again, I think this could have even been a mentor, somebody who was older than yourself. And this person took and took and took in a way that appeared to give you everything. And yet, at the end of the day, you're left feeling really slighted. This tells me that for you, for whom this resonates, you are now pulling the plug. You are basically withdrawing from this person. You have. Energetically, you may be healing years later from the damage that could have been done. Because this is very insidious. It's like this person who really gave you a lot and yet gave you nothing to hold on to. It would be like, leaving something that, say a house that you had built very carefully and painstakingly, and leaving after it had been, there was nothing there after 20 years and nothing really big happened. It shows that, what I'm seeing is that you were pretty blissful, and all of a sudden, seeming sudden, you woke up and you felt that you had this epiphany that was just heartrending, heartbreaking. So that is the core of the reading that I'm seeing. So I'm going to go ahead and clarify because I want to see where you're going. It looks as though someone has offered you something of a tangible nature. It looks as though someone has come into your life that you see a future with. And it looks as though when you tell this person you are leaving, if you haven't done it already, their reaction is to actually be angry at you. They may not even talk to you. They may not even talk to you because on the pre-shuffle I had the 8 of Swords, which is self-imposed restriction, putting you out in the cold, which is nothing but a manipulation to get you back, but you're not going back, not in the same way. You'll be their friend. I believe that there's so much love here and so much empathy and compassion on your part that you will be their friend, but you will no longer fail yourself. You are no longer going to fail yourself. You're going to have a lover who wants to marry you, who's going to give to you equally. Let's look at the 7 of Swords. I'm not going to clarify these other cards that are really obvious. Usually I clarify a lot more than I will today. But it shows that the Wheel of Fortune, Spirit has graced you with a new opportunity to open your eyes and your meditative ability to see the truth. You're willing to part with this person in a gentle, beautiful, kind way. It shows that you're going to do nothing to hurt them, but it shows that they will hurt you back because they don't want to lose you. You are so important to their well-being. You are so important. You are the cornerstone of their happiness, but they never gave you stability. They never gave you that stability. And it's, what I'm seeing for the people with whom, you know, this will resonate, is that you have had a spiritual lesson that's been a harsh one, an awakening that's been very challenging, that you're going to move away just because you are divinely called to do so. Judgment, oh my gosh. First clarification card is judgment. Making the decision, you know, making that Scorpio, that's a tower moment, you know, sort of a card that says, okay, I get it. I get it. And you are, for most of you, you're quite at peace with this. It's very, it's painful, but it's not. It shows that though it's breathtaking the way this person reacts to you changing and growing in your life, which they always profess to want for you as part of their messaging to keep you hooked into them. You know, they only wanted that in the event that they got to have what they got to have from you. It's not really something that they are going to grant you if they don't get their cookie, so to speak, if they don't get what they want. The King of Pentacles shows that you have love coming in that is nurturing and kind and abundant, and likely with somebody who's very successful in their career. You appear to be very successful in your career, and this person that you're leaving behind had something to do with that. However, they didn't do the work. They might have come up with the idea. They might have been able to sort of have that, you know, that look at it and guide you in a direction or give you great career advice, but they never did the work. You did the work. You did it. The Hanged Man, your indecision is over with the Judgment card. The Six of Cups, you will always love this person, but the Ten of Swords, you are finished with the relationship. The Chariot card says that you are moving very swiftly into the future, and it shows that in the early moments that you had this recognition, you really wanted to take a swipe. You wanted to punch the person. I'm sorry, but you did. When you had this epiphany, there was this sort of really shocks, you know, that like a little kid, you just really wanted to, you know, go out and kick leaves or, you know, swat at butterflies. Look at that. She has a sword and she's trying to swing it at a bird. She's so upset. So it does look like those for whom this resonates, you had an aha moment that was exceedingly painful. You made a very big decision, and you did it because someone else came into your life and gently, very gently, over a long period of time, really helped you see the reality of what you had and what you didn't have. And now that person is there to hold your hand. They're there making you an offer of love, one that's going to be abundant, one that is going to take you to the final destination of your life, and from a lover to happiness, joy, contentment. Wheel of Fortune is now turning in your favor. I'm going to leave it there, Capricorn. It was a very intense reading. I hope that for those of you who have the loss of possibly someone in your life due to a disease or debilitating situation, I do a lot of candle work every day. I do it at no charge ever. I'm going to light some candles today, some lilac candles for healing for this situation for you. And I thank you for your time. Please like, subscribe, share, and ring the notification bell. If you would like to win, enter the contest, the details are below. Subscribe and make a comment. Thank you.